In this video, we're going to talk about the ultimate guide of how to get started in real estate. And I'm going to share with you 2 hidden sources for how to find rent-to-own homes. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know what the keys are, the ultimate guide to getting started in real estate, and also what the 2 hidden sources for how to find rent-to-own homes are, make sure you watch the video to the end. Leave a comment below if you need help with anything. So when you're getting started in real estate, you need to know what the basics are. What is the beginner's guide? What is the ABCs of real estate? And in order to get started, you need to know what the foundation of real estate is. The foundation of real estate, especially when you're not buying cash, are mortgages and notes. Now, most people have heard of the term mortgage, or another name to call it is deed of trust. So the popular opinion is that the mortgage actually is the debt on the property, and that's not true. There's the mortgage and there's also the note, and the two have main differences. The mortgage provides security for the loan and actually also includes the acceleration clause. And the note holds the promise to pay, or the IOU. So the note, in fact, is actually the main instrument because it actually obligates you to basically repay that debt. The note includes the borrower's name, the property address, the interest rate, whether it's fixed or adjustable, the late charge amount, the amount of the loan, and also the terms and number of years that they're going to give you to be able to repay the debt. The note is the key to all real estate with loans. So this is something very important that you need to be aware of. It can be endorsed over, and whoever is in possession of the note owns the rights to the property until your IOU is paid. So as we know on a daily basis, loans are given out from large institutional lenders all across the country. But also loans are issued from small local banks and also regional banks. And these are the 2 key sources that I want to share with you where you can find rent-to-own homes. Small local banks and regional banks are some of the best hidden secrets in real estate, period. In fact, these are some of the best sources to be able to find grants, find rent-to-own homes off market, and also buy homes cheap. In fact, this is one of the secrets that I've used over the years to be able to change mortgage servicers. Now, a lot of the small local banks and regional banks have NPNs, or non-performing notes, or NPLs, non-performing loans, or NPAs, non-performing assets. They're all the same thing. But non-performing assets are key because these banks keep these on the books because they've issued loans to people to buy a house, residential properties or commercial properties, etc. And when these loans don't perform, meaning that the homeowner or the person who took the loan out does not pay, they become a non-performing asset. There's an asset basically that's a liability on their books and they have to do something with. And they look for ways to be able to get that asset performing. So generally, a non-performing note or asset is a loan that has not been paid in more than 90 days, so it's more than 90 days delinquent. A performing note or asset is a loan that is actually current, meaning that the homeowner, the person who has the loan, has been current with their payments. So oftentimes, because these banks have shareholders and also investors, they need to get their non-performing notes active and performing. You need to get them back into that status, and there's a whole process that goes into that to basically reactivate that. Not only are notices sent to the delinquent homeowner, but also processes are taken to be able to ensure that it can be a smooth move forward to get that loan basically reperforming. And a lot of times the investor that actually owns the note or is holding that note has a key part to play in that. So the investors that buy these notes or hold these notes are some of the best sources that you can find to be able to do rent-to-own homes. And that's because they actually buy these properties for cheap, for pennies on the dollar, sometimes 10 to 20 cents on the dollar. So for them, they just really want to actually have the loan reperforming or actually actively performing. And that's where we come in, where we actually share with them a strategy that we use for rent to own, and it's actually a win-win every single time we propose this. A lot of the secrets that I've learned about rent to own and also loan modification strategies, streamlined loan modifications, have come from doing business with note investors. It's actually a world in its own. It's one of the best ways to be able to rent to own incredible homes and also buy properties for pennies on the dollar, buy properties cheap, sometimes as low as $3,000 to $5,000. So as a beginner, you want to know, number one, how to find these banks, And also number 2, how to get into the banks, who you need to speak to. And also number 3, how to find the note investors. We have many ways that we do this, but there's one simple and very key way that we actually execute this on a daily basis. And I'd like to share that with you. I'm actually going to be sharing some of this in our Rent to Own Masterclass, which I would like to invite you to join us. Just go to my website, AskRinde.com, click on Rent to Own, and get started today. In addition to that, I'm also going to be sharing with you how to actually buy some of these notes yourself, how you can position yourself to be able to buy properties for $3,000 to $5,000 and actually invest in real estate via notes, using and leveraging Rent to Own. So I'd like to open this up and show you a simple, beginner-friendly way to be able to not only start by building a Rent to Own business, but also finding how to buy properties for cheap, for pennies on the dollar. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.